The next generation Nissan Leaf is now on sale from £21,990 including the government's low-emission vehicle grant. Deliveries of the second iteration of the Japanese manufacturer's hugely popular electric vehicle will begin in February. It can travel about 50% further on a single charge than its predecessor, with a claimed 235-mile range. There are 5 trim levels available, from the entry-level Visia Grey to the top-spec Tecna, which starts from £27,490. Carl Bayliss, electric vehicle manager at Nissan Motor in Great Britain, said, "With the new Nissan Leaf, all-electric motoring has never been more viable or affordable for almost any motorist. EV running costs are around 85% less than petrol or diesel cars and maintenance is almost 75% cheaper. There's £0 vehicle excise duty, free London congestion charge and even free parking in some cities, not to mention convenient home charging." It's not surprising unprecedented numbers of drivers are making the switch and going electric. Nissan is offering finance from £339 per month on a 3-year, 10,000 annual miles personal contract purchase agreement at 4.49% APR for the 2.0 spec, which is the second highest trim in the range. This offer is available with a customer deposit of £4,138, plus a £1,000 contribution from the dealer. The 2.0 trim level is limited to 1,500 examples and represents a £535 saving over an N-Connecta trim equipped to the same levels. It comes with ProPilot semi-autonomous safety features, 17-inch alloy wheels, suede effect heated seats and a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. The ProPilot technology lets the driver hand over some of the driving to the car's onboard computer. For example, the Leaf can automatically keep itself in its lane, maintain its speed and control the distance to the vehicle in front, even coming to a complete stop if necessary. Drivers can also get the car to park by itself. It uses high-resolution cameras and information from 12 ultrasonic sensors to figure out where a space is before guiding the car in.
Nissan's second-generation Leaf electric car can now be ordered in Britain. After losing ground to rivals, the Japanese car giant is hoping to retain its place as world leader in the EV market. According to Autocar, the company's first Leaf, which made its debut in 2010, is currently the world's best-selling electric car, as it launched at a time when EVs were in their infancy. But the electric car market is significantly more populated now than it was 8 years ago following the rapid growth of Elon Musk's EV firm Tesla. More details about the Leaf are expected when deliveries reach customers next month. Until then, here's everything we know about the electric hatchback. Car Buyer reports, prices for the new Leaf range from £21,990 to £27,490. The price includes the £4,500 grant the government gives to electric car buyers. The website adds, a special launch edition, the Leaf 2.0, costs £26,490. This model is very well equipped as it features a digital dashboard and Nissan's autonomous ProPilot system. Orders are now open, the site says, with deliveries expected in February. The all-new Leaf has undergone a complete design overhaul. Gone are the curved lines of the first-generation model. These had been replaced by angular crease lines in the car's bodywork and a sharper grille derived from the company's new Micra. What Car says, the aggressive new look is aimed at attracting more customers, as Nissan says the curvy shape of the outgoing model wasn't popular with buyers. The second-generation Leaf also has a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with sat-nav, the magazine says. It's noticeably airier than its predecessor as the wheelbase has been lengthened. It's also marginally wider than before. The car has a ProPilot self-driving system. Auto Express says this autonomously controls speeds of up to 62 mph on motorways. Underneath the new Leaf's futuristic bodywork sits a front-mounted electric motor that produces 147 bhp, says Autocar, which is 40 bhp more than the old model. This helps the hatchback go from 0-62 mph in around 8 seconds, 3 seconds faster than the first-generation model. Aside from the increase in power, Nissan has upped the electric car's battery range from 155 miles to 235 miles on a single charge, according to the magazine. Auto Express says it takes 40 minutes to charge the car's battery to 80% of its capacity, just like it does on the outgoing model. A full charge will take about 6 hours with a standard wall charger.
The all-new 2018 Subaru Crosstrek is a top pick for city commuters around the world. It just picked up another global award from the Bulletin Down Under in Australia this past week. In their Best Cars of 2017 awards, they picked the new Crosstrek and say it's the best of the baby SUVs. In the city SUV category, they said Crosstrek XV in Australian markets does everything you expect from a Subaru in the car to happily recommend to friends. The new Crosstrek beats the Mazda CX-3 and South Korean newbie Hyundai Kona. The new Subaru Crosstrek benefits from getting the new Subaru Global Platform (SGP) that helps improve ride quality, reduces cabin noise and gives it even more occupant safety in the event of a crash. Subaru engineers increased the use of higher-strength steel to pull off the improvements. It also gets the newest version of Subaru's EyeSight driver assist system for improved crash avoidance. The new Impreza came close to winning an award this week from the Detroit Free Press. Impreza came in second place in their Car of the Year awards to the Honda Accord. They also praised the Subaru compact car for the new SGP underpinning the new generation sedan and 5-door hatch models. They said, the Impreza uses Subaru's Global Platform, a set of parts and systems that underpins a wide range of vehicles. That clever engineering is the secret to offering all-wheel drive for $18,495. It's interesting the Aussie-based Bulletin puts Crosstrek in the city SUV category, because the all-new 2018 Crosstrek is even more off-road capable than the first-generation model that first arrived in 2012. The newly updated second-generation crossover gets X mode on certain models and it gives the all-wheel drive vehicle even more go-anywhere attitude. We drove the 2018 Crosstrek this summer at a media event in Denver, Colorado and found it even more capable when it comes to navigating steep mountain inclines and slippery roads with mud, and in extreme low-friction environments. While most buyers won't take their vehicles off-road, Todd Hill, Subaru's Carline Planning Manager, says 33% of Crosstrek owners will use it for off-pavement recreation. Crosstrek also comes with 8.7 inches of ground clearance which no competitor exceeds. So even though the all-new 2018 Subaru Crosstrek exceeds expectations when it comes to commuting and navigating city streets, Crosstrek wins the Best Cars of 2017 City SUV Award, but the compact SUV excels when it comes to getting you away from civilization.
The most rugged, no-nonsense member of a range that's filled with nothing but rugged, no-nonsense cars, the Subaru Forester is easily overlooked, and undeservedly so. There's much to like about it, especially if your priorities are at the utilitarian end of the spectrum. That said, Subaru doesn't make it easy for us to offer an unqualified endorsement for any of its cars, and this particular version of the Forester sums up so much that's frustratingly off-kilter about too many Subarus. Around since 1997, and more or less its current shape since 2009, the Forester was way ahead of the curve in being a road-biased, family-friendly 4x4. It's still much more dirt-friendly than most SUVs, but with every update it gets slightly plusher and equipped with more electronic safety aids and infotainment. For the 2018 model year, Subaru has added EyeSight, a dual-camera scanner that monitors other traffic and pedestrians to alert you if an impact is likely and adjust cruise control to maintain a safe distance from the car in front. With tech like this, the Subaru Forester has secured a top 5-star Euro NCAP crash test rating. It's currently available with a choice of two 2.0-liter petrol 4s and a 2.0-liter diesel 4. There are 5 trim levels and a choice of manual or lean-artronic CVT transmissions. Everything comes with all-wheel drive, naturally. And what's the problem with this particular version? Factor out the CVT on our Forester 2.0 IXE Premium Lean-Artronic and you'd fix the worst of the problems at a stroke. Like most CVT gearboxes on most cars, it's a highly unsatisfactory form of transmission from a driving point of view, even if it's an efficient and economical way to run an engine. There are steps engineered in to replicate the effect of changing gear, but they're not well spaced. Noisy and strained, the CVT is a failed attempt to solve a problem that doesn't exist. Fortunately, a manual is also available. This 148 bhp petrol engine is fine for pootling about, and smooth at all revs, but it's gutless. Fortunately, you could opt for a diesel or a more powerful petrol engine, although that 238 bhp Boxer 4 doesn't have the manual gearbox option. Other problems include generally poor soundproofing, seats that offer little lateral support, brakes that seem lacking in urgency, although this can be an advantage off-road, where you really don't want sudden braking, not helped by a lack of engine braking, and there's a spectacularly horrible action to the gear lever. A car that makes you wince every time you engage reverse is not doing itself any favors. But it's not all bad, far from it. The ride is generally very good. It's a car built on the assumption that roads are bumpy, and it swallows most of those imperfections with little fuss. The suspension and steering have been tweaked, making current Foresters more rigid and more flickable than earlier versions. The view out is fantastic. There's a tremendous amount of glass letting in a lot of light and giving you and your passengers a clear view of the traffic and the scenery. The mirrors are excellent too. And it's a well-packaged car. There's a good amount of room in every direction, removing all the discomfort that can so easily come from having your knees, elbows or head rubbing against the hardware. For a car with a modest footprint, the boot is a decent size too, 505 liters with the rear seats in position, 1573 liters with the seats folded down, although the roughly comparable Land Rover Discovery Sport has vastly more luggage space. The rear seats split 60-40, giving good versatility. The doors open wide, making it very easy to get in and out. There's a decent central infotainment touchscreen, which has a particularly strong repertoire of MPG diagrams and analog instruments for the driver. It's an effective combination. There's a good level of standard equipment, including dual-zone climate control, and a practical options list that includes heated rear seats and bigger wheels. It can feel like a good place to be. You can be ticking along very happily, with you and your family and your dog enjoying the smooth ride and the view, but then it all goes horribly wrong when you, accelerate. It's so slow, and makes such a lot of CVT-related fuss, that you wish you hadn't. This is pretty fundamental, isn't it, a car that doesn't like accelerating? This is one of those cars that many people, including your reviewer, would be happy to live with. It's comfortable, easy-going, good for passengers, tough, and great for dog walkers and anyone else who makes occasional forays off the road. There is, however, much to criticize about the Forester, a 30 grand car, don't forget. Much of this negativity could easily be avoided. Don't buy a CVT, for instance. And Subaru would do themselves a lot of favors by using some nicer plastics. But we have to call it as we find it, and test the car as it is. And on that basis, this particular Forester barely scrapes 3 stars. There are frustratingly few direct competitors if you're serious about occasional off-road use. Short wheelbase Mitsubishi Shogun, Land Rover Discovery Sport, Jeep Cherokee, not much else. It's been Subaru's top seller in the UK recently. But the Forester is at best an acceptable compromise, not the answer to your prayers.